see, where were we kind of at? We were.
I don't think I have the latest version of the program, but I forgot how to make that happen.
Okay. So why don't you share your desktop and I'll show you how to update the latest version.
Okay, hold on. Let me go
Yeah.
to the thing. Share entire screen.
I got to present to everybody, so it'll show up on the video. Okay. Go ahead. Yeah, share your
Ah,
entire screen.
nope,
Oh
nope.
yeah, you got the infinity
Okay,
thing. That's
this.
okay. Yeah. Okay. Yes. And now, but you actually don't do it through here. Go to your source, your directory, your file explorer.
This.
No, your file explorer down there at the bottom. It's the way you no your file explorer down on your toolbar.
Wait.
Go down all the way to your toolbar by the start button, and then go to the right where you see a folder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay, and then click on that. And then what you're going to do is browse to your C drive. So do C down on the left hand side there. Okay. And then we have SRC, and then we have break-in. So right mouse button click, and then you say tortoise git, and then you're going to say, oh, what was the deal? It was I guess poll, yeah.
Uh-oh. Are you saying this?
Yeah. Check for updates. Okay, well I guess say don't ask me again, maybe, or yeah, for now, yeah. Don't ask me again. Or later, remind me later, I don't care. Yeah. Okay, and say okay. Okay, it says you're up to date. You are already up to
I
date.
don't remember taking it though. Let me see here. Does this look? This is something I was trying to do, but other than that, does this look
Oh
right?
yeah, I guess you could have done it in the tool too, because you right mouse button click on break in, and then you could say git, and then you could say repository, I think. No, you would do oh, there it is, fetch or pull. Is it pull or fetch?
I clicked fetch.
Okay, yeah, fetching. Yeah, fetching is getting the latest. Pulling is getting a copy. I think they
Okay.
ultimately kind of might do the same thing. But go ahead and yeah, say next, and you can choose what you want to get. We're doing do the master branch, I guess. I don't know which one we have picked out there. I guess okay, yeah, finish. Yeah, even though Get is a superior tool, I still haven't. Don't use it daily, so about the work, being familiar with the workflow.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm not as familiar with the workflow as I'd like to be. Okay, so let's see, where were you at? You were
I
you
was
were the one. Yeah.
trying to make it lose a life if it went below the paddle.
Okay.
So I just thought that would be something I could work on. So interestingly, if I do this, which is opposite of what I just had,
Yeah,
run it,
and it works.
it'll work. Oh, it will work all the time.
Actually,
You're always losing a life apparently, unless it does anything else.
oh,
Yeah.
well,
So, but if I do that,
it never loses a life.
it never loses a life. And I'm like, well, why isn't it
Well,
losing
let me
it
see
when I'm?
it. Let me
Uh-oh,
see it. What's writing at?
brother, hold on.
Where's the life at?
That's a good question. Also, there's no score counting. But
Okay,
like,
well, we should see where the lights are to know if it's actually.
hold on. There. So see, well, I just had it saying lose a life system output, but
Oh, I see.
when it's not even going underneath here, So I don't understand why it would do it all the rest of the time when it was
Okay,
like,
well, let's take a look at your code here. There's probably something. There's obviously something in the code. So
I was kind of looking at this. I tried this less than zero thing and I got the same result.
okay, well, we got to take a look at it because I think it's going to be more of a math thing than it is anything else. So we have to recognize though is that x00 is in the top left hand corner. So that's one thing you need to recognize, right? So it's actually the where it's actually at is actually a negative y value, or is it a, oh yes, positive y value as it goes down. So let me share my screen. You stop sharing yours. I will share mine. I'll share my entire screen and get the infinity thing. Surprisingly, that's it. Do you see my entire screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see here. I think if we can do the, it's called the Java panel coordinates. Panel coordinate system. This is what I was trying to communicate in that is that this is the Cartesian coordinate system that you're used to, but the red is the J panel coordinate. Okay, so this is the J panel component display area, and 00 is actually in the top left hand corner. So you only have positive numbers. You don't have negative x and negative y. Okay.
Okay.
So what you would have to do actually is you have to keep track of where the y position of the ball needs to be greater than y minus the height of the paddle.
So
knowing that, why don't you reshare your screen?
Okay. Oh, don't do that. I'll just stay on your face. All right.
Okay, so y needs to be greater than the height. Do we know what how tall the paddle is away from the bottom? Let's see if we get some. So paddle X and paddle Y. So isn't that interesting? So let me see. Where is the paddle location? See, that's.
We're drawing down here.
So it's got to be Y. Oh, the height.
Minus 50.
Okay, so it's height minus 50. Okay, so we're going to need that same math. So let's just do height minus 50. So if y is greater than height minus 50, then it should lose a life, right?
Yeah.
It's case sensitive, so you've got to watch out for that. There you go, minus 50. So what we're saying is height minus 50. So if the height was, let's say it's 200 height, and then 50, and then if it, okay, so let's see if this one's better now. More as expected, if you will.
Hold on. Yeah, that worked.
Okay, now of course every time it refreshes a screen, it's going to do loss of life. So it's going to do it like if there's like 50 screen refreshes while it's below that, of course it's going to do it. So you only want that to happen once, though, right?
I guess so.
You don't want it because if the screen refreshes 50 or 60 times while the ball is below the paddle, you're going to lose 50 lives.
Oh, yeah, I guess we kind of only want.
You only want to lose one life if it gets down there. You don't want to go thing. So that's why you're seeing loss of life like 20 or 30 times. That's how many times did it go? How many times did actually print loss of life go up in your screen there? Okay, what is that like 1, 2?
Oh dear, I lost
count. Okay, yeah, we just go up and kind of get an idea.
Too many times, about like 20 or something.
20 or so. So basically, what it basically done is it repainted the screens 25 times while the ball was bouncing below the panel.
So we gotta make it so it only does it once.
Yeah. So if that happens, though, it'd be a good time to like stop the ball and delete the counter, and then basically say, "Are you ready?" Right.
Right.
So maybe just start the ball over. So then can't you just say that, so can't you say x equals 0, y equals 0 and put it top left-hand corner? Isn't that where they put the ball?
Not, well, I mean, let's run it real quick.
The ball is at the x and y, right?
Does it start right here in the corner?
Well,
I
okay,
guess it
but,
does.
okay, kinda. But
Also, it's
let's,
not working like Ryan had it. I don't have the latest version.
yeah, but he didn't check it in. That's why you don't have it.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah,
why.
he didn't commit it to the repository. So,
But if we say, oh, I messed my thing up. What happened?
I don't know. Okay, so below that, just say, let's just say x equals 0, y equals 0. See what happens. Capital X, I think. No, not double equal. That's a comparison. So semicolon and then y equals 0. And I think capital Y. And I think that will probably do it if I'm using the code right.
Can't spell apparently. Hold on.
Oh, that's
There
okay.
we go.
All right, go ahead and run that.
No, I was just
I
trying
don't
to
know why.
fix it.
I don't know why you did that. Okay, let's see what happens. If it goes there, does the ball start over? Is the question. So it goes there, and then
Hey,
hey, look what happens. So as soon as you lost a life, it starts over, which is not bad. Now that may not be what we actually want to do in the real game, but at least now you know how to control it.
yeah.
Make it pause, do a pop-up window or something. Now we also have the issue of the menu getting in the way, which was fixed in Ryan's code. So we may not visit that, but anyways, it keeps losing life. Now, what does it do with where's the life counter? Or where's that at?
Ryan did that.
Ryan made a life counter, but you didn't.
No.
Okay, so what we'll eventually do is we'll just check in your changes, and then we'll ask next time Ryan's on to merge. And then
Okay.
check. Okay. So let's see here. What else do we got?
We could. Yeah, if we had a life counter, we could actually incorporate it. But
Yeah, but I mean, you're capturing it.
well, could we make this only? We could make it say lose a life only once, so that we know how to make
Oh,
it.
it does. Why don't you see it, Dunner?
Oh, why does it only do? Oh, because as soon as it does that, it
As soon as it
immediately
takes it, then it
moves.
resets up.
Okay,
Oh, what's wrong with
I
that?
didn't see that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, I thought it was still doing it a whole bunch of times.
No.
Okay, I wasn't watching.
What do you think? That's pretty cool, huh?
That is pretty cool.
Okay. Yeah, this has actually come along pretty good. This whole game thing, and
Yeah.
you probably, if you really you probably were thinking a couple of months ago, you probably have no idea you'd be running a game.
Nope.
And if you were to take a regular programming class
Still do
in
that.
regular high school, you'd still be playing around with the syntax of the language.
Hold on. Let me see this.
Oh yeah, let's see if we can get the pedal to act like something cool.
Well, the pedal does move with the.
Except when it collides, it doesn't bounce back up. Oh, can you move it left and right?
Yeah. Okay. So this is fine.
Did we get collision with the paddle figured
Can
out?
move it, but it has.
Okay, we have to slow that ball down because that's way too fast.
Yeah, or we can just
Okay,
speed the paddle up, but the ball is really fast. What am I
the
doing?
ball's really fast. Let's look at that ball. We gotta slow that ball way down. That's
okay.
now remember what it is it's a delay. So what we got to do is increase the delay on it. That's
Right here, right?
redraw paint. That's probably it. Let me go up and see what code this is including because I bet it is. Does that where it redraws the ball? Let me see where is ball even in this thing? Play. Set size content. Oh yes, yeah. I'm pretty sure this is where it is. Okay, so go ahead in there and add a 0 to that number down to the pause because that'll make it 10 times slower.
Sleep.
Yeah. Now let's run it and see if it slows that stinking ball down because that's a mess.
Oh, might need to be a little faster than that.
Yeah. So, well, not if we wanted to do testing, because now we want to make sure we can do the collision. So run your paddle over there, and that little screen share thing you got is actually blocking my view. There you go. Now, do we have collision detected there? No.
Hold on. Oh, well, it went below it. Ah, no.
What kind of collision do we have?
Oh wait, no, catch it. I'm just saying bounce.
Oh, bounce. Okay, so you do detect it. So how about what we do is let's take a look at what it takes to make it change direction. So it hits bounce. Let's get it to change direction. Okay. And so normally this thing bounces around oh, look at that. Let's go up in your debug. We better see bounce followed by loss of life. Because if it says loss of life first, then bounce, I don't know.
Oh, that's a problem.
Yeah, so it
Okay,
says,
good. Woo.
okay, good. So a bounce is actually there's 4
Well, yeah,
frames of
because
bounce.
it's thinking about it before it bounces. It's thinking about.
But then, of course, then it
Or
gets lower than the paddle and you lose a life because of it.
if it bounces off the paddle, it'll never get lower than it, right?
That's right. So now let's take a look at the, let's take a look at this. So I think what we need to do on this, y plus radius equal minus dy. I think, now what we need to do here is, this is that y, if y minus radius is less than 0, so that's not what we want, but there's another y thing. If y equals y plus radius is greater than height. So take those 2 lines of code right there, that dx, dy, on lines 84 and 85, copy those 2 lines of code. Copy, control,
Shift,
control C.
Control C.
C, okay, and then go ahead and go where it says collision detected. Where's the collision detected at? Oh, you know what? Oh, I know. Go back into, where do you call the collision detected? Back in the main.
Or in main.
Where you print paint. Well, no, I mean ball collision with the paddle. Right there. Oh, that was it. Bounce. Can you? Oh, that's on draw paddle.
Yeah, this is where we.
Can you paste what you have in there inside if collision detected? I don't think that it has the same scope. I don't think it's going to see it. No, it's not going to see it. So we have a little bit of trouble. What we need to do is we need to affect the dx and dy thing. So let's try something. Let's go back to the main. What we need to do is we need to be able to adjust. We need to change the direction. We need to be able to adjust the dy, dx, dy, y, and x variables. So let's go up to the top and see where they're declared. See there, float dx, dy, and then can try putting static in front of those. In front of the, yeah, static in front of float. So say static, STA, yeah, static. Okay, and do the in front of the dy.
Static.
And do it in front of the x and the y too. On line 25 and 6. So what I'm really trying to do here without, it sure didn't like that. What are they complaining about?
It'll work on this one? Oh.
Let's highlight over that, see what's complaining about. It says non-static what? And that be referenced from a static context.
Did we already? No.
Yeah, get rid of static.
Maybe we have to make radius static as well, since it's using radius in its.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, so do do static on the ball size, both of those. Might as well do it for diameter too, and then write what's complaining about. Okay, now let's go over to your collision.
This one?
The one that said bounce.
Oh.
That's in paddle.java. Paste, enter paste.
Hold on. Where?
Right where you're at.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and then I think we could do like say main dot main.
Here.
Oh, capital M. Main
A.
dy. There you go, just like that. And then you can
Equals.
say, yeah, no, right, but right there. Yeah, no, there, yeah. Main.
Oh, I can't. Hold on. Negative main dot dy.
Yeah. And then do main dot y.
Nah.
Okay, and then do the same thing for height and radius.
Uh-oh. What's it
Oh
complaining?
yeah. Okay, let's see if that's good. No, what is it complaining about?
These are all
What is that?
static. Which one of these is not static?
Height and radius.
One of these is not static.
Height. Oh, height and width right there. Get both of those static. Okay. There. Now, go back to the other one.
That's the problem. Oh, there we go.
Okay. Okay, now let's
Can this
do that. Now
run
let's
it?
run it. Yeah, let's run it. See if we got okay, make the paddle hit it. Yeah, you think you can get it, Elijah? You think you got
Can we
it?
get it?
Is it coming in too fast for you?
Yeah, it's pretty slow.
Yeah. But it's great for testing purposes. Maybe it could be a little
Dun
faster.
dun 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 dun.
Oh,
Oops.
what happened? Let's see
It,
the output.
hold on. Let's take a look at what happens
Yeah,
if
just
we do it again.
yeah, okay, there you go. Loss of life. Bounce, loss
Bounces
of law.
once, you lose a life.
Oh, then once it lost a life. Oh, wait, hold on a second.
Look,
Oh, we may not have the right variables to change the direction. That might be it. So let's see.
it's not dy. Well, where's d? Do we ever have to use dx?
Wait. Let's go back to the main and see how they do. Go down to where it makes a collision decision and changes direction and bounces around. This right here. This is where it all bounces around. So it says if the
X.
x minus the radius, which is the radius of the ball, basically.
Yeah.
If it's less than 0, that bounces off the left wall. And it basically says, so dx equals minus negative dx is always the case, no matter how it bounces.
Changes direction. Right.
And then x equals radius. Oh, and then x equals width minus radius.
Well, that's otherwise.
Oh yeah, and then y minus radius, which is so it hits off the left hand side. So if that's, excuse me, if it bounces off the top of the wall.
If we replace radius with the paddle and with the paddle itself somehow, I don't know what variable we'd use.
Oh, wait a second. Why is that not there? Oh, that's loss of a life. Oh. I wonder if it didn't have a chance to react. So do height minus 40 and run it again. Maybe it just didn't have a chance to actually change direction and do anything.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, so what happened there?
Bounce,
loss of a
then
life.
lose life.
So what I want to say is go where it says bounce again. Go in the code where it says bounce. That's in the paddle.job, I guess. Right there.
Wait. What's...
That looks like it should have bounced it off the top. That's kind of crazy.
Well, it's thinking about the height of the screen right here.
Yeah.
So
it's saying that the X and Y, that's X and Y of the paddle. I mean of the ball. So the capital X and capital Y is the ball location.
right.
And the dx and dy are the, oh, let's go back to the other one, because the other one's dx, right? The change in y is negative.
Go back to the main.
Yeah. The change in y is now a negative dy, and that's negative dx. And we do want to change y. We want it to...
Should we change X too, though?
No, because... How does this get to work? How does this...
No, we don't want to change the X.
Actually, let's go down a little bit in the code here a second. Go down just a few lines. So let's say, oh, but then that's a collision detected thing. We know that X and Y will reset that stinking ball. We know that. Why don't you comment out that loss of life code? Like highlight the if statement and then just highlight the...
Comment it out.
Yeah, just comment it out. You can grab it all 4 lines or 5 lines of code, and then you can hit control right bracket or control slash. I think there you go. Okay, so let's run it without that in there and see what it's kind of doing. I think we're getting some mixed messages here.
Whoa. Oh.
What do you think it did?
It just bounced off the bottom of the paddle.
Oh, at the bottom of the paddle?
Yeah. Here, wait, hold on.
Let's see.
Hold on. You gotta see that. That's cool. It went through the paddle and bounced off the bottom of it against the bottom wall.
Oh,
that was so cool.
This is a math problem.
Hold on. Watch. Get it so you can see as much as you can. I'm just keeping it under there.
So this is kind of that's kind of funny.
It is really funny. Oh, you gotta stand there.
Wait a second. So that's the behavior we want for all the sides. So now what we need to do is...
That's hilarious.
So we got everything backwards somehow.
So what do we switch around here?
Yeah, let's see here now. So the collision detected is the ball and the paddle. Now let's go take a look at your collision detected, because that might be... How does it... So but it did it actually. Oh, I wonder if it's the other Y one, because we're just thinking of it backwards. So let's go to the main Java thing and see the other Y equals the minus just equals radius. So change that to equals radius in the paddle.java. Y equals radius. And get rid of the height. So just say Y equals radius.
Okay.
Right there. Yeah, let's see if that's the backwards part that we had. So hard to think about at this point.
Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Oh, I gotta catch it. Oh.
It did it. It did bounce at the top, but the problem is then it detected something else. But as soon as it got there, it reset the.
Why is
It
it resetting
reset.
it way up there?
Yeah, because it detected the collision, but it didn't do the. Because we did it this minus radius. I thought it was supposed to be minus height. Maybe it's just a funny math problem here that we got, because I think we were right with the height minus radius. That's why it's jumping up. It's because we got rid of the height. We subtracted the height out of the calculation. That's why it's jumping to the top.
Yeah, but why isn't it going to 0, 0?
Well, because it goes at the current height of whatever. It goes straight up. So you go straight up from where you hit it. We literally
It's not even
rid
getting
of
a
the
chance
height.
to lose a life. So that's good.
But then again, if you let it pass, it will. Oh, we took the loss of life out, so you don't know. Okay, so let's take a look at the code again.
Yeah.
So it's got to be main dot height minus radius.
Main dot. Okay.
It's main dot height.
Making it mad.
Height minus. But let's add a little bit to the radius. Maybe that's the problem. So do our right parenthesis and add like 10 to the radius. Like plus 10. No, you got to do it with like radius plus 10 and put that all in parentheses. So that it'll do the addition first. Yeah, and then plus 10 in there.
Plus.
Okay, let's see if we can get that done. That really might need to be the radius plus the height of the paddle. You know the height of the paddle? Paddle height. There it is right there, paddle dot height. So why don't you put, instead of 10, do put paddle dot height in there.
All right.
Okay, now let's see if that will work.
Yeah, I don't have all his bricks either.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
You can sort of see it down there. I think it's bouncing off the middle of the paddle now.
Yeah, but its direction change is very funny. Again, it's not reflecting back the way. Oh, it did.
It was
but
reflecting under there. It was just like instead of.
But you got it. It's bad. Now it's running up. And so, what trapped it?
The middle of the paddle. Right?
I don't know.
Isn't that value of paddle height? Work?
That is so funny. Then you what do you just let it run out and then it goes back up?
Yeah, watch.
There is something funny in the math. Because we couldn't have created that if we designed it. You know, say, how do you get into a trap in the paddle except if it escapes off the side? You'd have been forever figuring that out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's getting a little closer though.
Just need to bounce off the top instead of the bottom.
Yeah. So I'm not sure.
Preferably the side rather.
So I wonder if once the ball gets past a certain spot, then it thinks of the top as a surface, and that's the part I'm not getting my head around. So I want to think of it the top as the surface and reflect off the other way. I think it is reflecting back off good. Maybe let's just add some more and see if we can see the visual difference. Oh, it actually saw the.
I'm catching it.
Yeah, but it actually bounced off the bottom then.
Well, it's looking like it's.
See.
I think you're right. It's bouncing off the top of it, but on the wrong side of the top of it.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That is very weird. So this is all about math. This isn't about programming at this point. So let's say do minus paddle height.
Ooh, that might be it. Let's run project.
We just might be thinking about it
This always
backwards.
hurts my brain when it's like this. Right? Well, that's different. Now it's bouncing off the bottom again.
Yeah. It's bouncing. Actually, it's working pretty good if you think of it, everything in reverse. This is what we want to have on the top side of the paddle. You know? If we can just figure this out and do all four sides, then we got this. I mean, before we started this class, there was no paddle interaction whatsoever, and now it's actually reacting. Okay, I gotta let my dog go outside if she's gonna bother the heck out of me. So I'll play around with the math a little bit, see if we can find something else. I'll just be 5 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
Come on.
Happens if we do that. That doesn't change it. It's just weird. That doesn't change it. Brother. This is making me crazy. Controls. Control. Hey, Papa. Good. Look at this. So this is our program, and we get this thing working.
Cool, man.
Well, watch what happens. This is great. This is a bug we're trying to work with. Watch this.
Break out. Uh-oh, it went through it.
And now it's bouncing off the
Bounce
bottom.
on the other side.
So we couldn't do this if we tried, but
You gotta flip it.
that's what we're trying to figure out. It's nothing to do with programming now. It's the math.
Oh, they call it break in.
Yeah, it's sort of a knockoff.
Break out.
But yeah, it's funny how I can catch it
Ah,
again. It's
Look
weird.
at that. It
Should be working the other way around, but so I've been trying to.
That's
It's
pretty cool, son.
yeah.
Man,
Well,
you're writing code, man.
we're working on that. All of us are working on this thing.
That's good, man. Good job. I like it. Well, show me when you get.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Wow, that's cool.
Okay.
Oh, don't do that. Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. All right. Did you learn anything? Did you learn anything yet?
Oh, I tried mixing around these things a bunch. I switched the paddle and the paddle height and main. Wait a minute, paddle height and main radius around.
Yeah.
I made it plus instead of minus. I switched the whole parentheses around with the height, with the main height.
Yeah.
And I just either got similar results or the ball shot up to the top again.
Yeah. That's crazy, isn't it? I think I might need to
Start with
make
my
this class a
volume.
little short tonight. I've got a cat that's not doing good at all.
Uh-oh.
So I might have to. Might be that time for the cat.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Yeah, not good. So,
Hold on. My cord is freaking.
what I challenge you with is, so what you can do is you can put the debugger on this stuff and make sure that X and Y are the location of the ball, which I'm sure it is. And then you can put the debugger break on it, and you can hover over these variables and to see, does the math. Really what we want is we want Y to start minusing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We
because it
want
needs to go
Y.
up.
Right. So why is Y not minusing? Well, there might be something else in our collision thingy. Oh, you know what it is? I think I know what it is. Go back into the main. So it doesn't, see, it doesn't, it's going to keep working until, it's going to keep working until it hits the bottom of the height. So this thing turns right around and then does its fancy thing. See the Y plus radius is greater than height. That's going to kick on in the very next thing. So what you need to do is say, or, what would you say here?
So this is taking priority over the paddle thing, over my paddle.
Yes, I think it is. Once it gets to a certain point, and then it comes around and redoes this math, and it's taking it over somehow. So what we want to do is,
Can we put more than one else if in?
yeah, we can. You can put go on down in the code a little bit. So this is okay. That's not the collision detector. Where's the collision detector thing in this?
In main, it's right at the bottom.
Yeah, very bottom. And then when do you call it in main?
In main, I can check. Where is it?
So it's not in when it's figuring out the math of the ball. Is it in here? Was it in there? That's where I really want it to be. Is there?
Where's collision? We can't. I don't know where collision detector is. Other
Okay,
than
I'll go up a little bit. I think it's. No, I think I go back up where it does all the math about the bouncing. Right, no, right here. Oh, go down. Oh, okay, so it doesn't do it there. Okay. So I think that's where the problem's going to be. How about just to test it out? Go into the paddle, and when it first detects it, we're going to say, oh, that would be. Why don't you change? I was going to say, I was going to set the window height to Y, to what it currently is. But I think all you need to do is change main to say main Y equals main dot Y minus the radius plus the height. No, go down to the other one on line 34. So change the word height to say capital Y. I think that. And then on the other minus, make it a plus. Radius plus height, paddle height plus there. That might be that. If I'm thinking about this right, that might be all there is to it. Let me see. I don't know. It's so hard to think about, actually.
Hey,
So that wasn't too bad.
that was a little jittery.
It was a little jittery, but at least it worked. Right?
It did.
Okay, and
I
now.
want to say it again.
Oh, you want to see it again? He's like, I want to see it again. I think it jumped straight up to the problem. So it's the plus paddle height, maybe. No, it's not. It's the what would that be? That would be somehow. Let's just do it as Yeah, let's not do the plus paddle height and see. I think it'll bounce off the bottom of the paddle if you do that, though.
All this.
Yeah, just erase that. You can leave the parentheses around, it's fine.
I'm gonna do Control X so I can put it back quickly.
Yeah, okay, good. You can leave it like that. Okay, so go ahead and run that. Yeah, and then after this, I think I'll leave you with the challenge of making this at least the top of the paddle behave properly, because it is jittery. And then, oh, there it is.
Better.
That was a lot better. No, that was perfect. Okay, but now that you have this, don't mess with the menu because we got to merge in Ryan's thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but
Merging Ryan's things, we get the menu
now
collision
let's
and the
undo.
lives.
Let's see if it bounces off the floor properly. Let it go. Don't.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oops.
Okay, sorry.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I can make it.
That's okay. Okay. And just see if it bounces off the floor properly, which it should. But instead, what you're going to do is uncomment out the collision or the loss of life thing, right?
Right.
It should bounce off the bottom. It does.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, okay, now that's fine. And then, so I think you're on your way. And I think the next time we do the class, now here's another problem. It's looking like there's a chance I need to fly to France in a week or two for a week.
Uh-oh.
And then I know that I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks in April to Germany.
Oh, you travel a lot with your job, huh?
Oh, I have lately, and I know it's not normally, but I have with this project because I'm a key player in it. So,
Okay.
anyways,
Never would have thought you traveled as a programmer.
yeah, it depends on who needs your knowledge and help, I guess.
Yeah.
And when you have the time frame problem, is really what the reason I'm traveling, because it's 7-hour difference, and it's so much hard to get done. And when you have that time difference, and then the hands-on, being able to turn around and ask people questions and things like that is just invaluable a lot of times. So, anyways, and if you're a consultant, you're going to travel all the time. But we did fix the bounce.
We did that, and now we could probably incorporate some of the stuff, especially the bouncing off the bottom of these blocks.
There's actually what I want you to work on as a homework project is there's 2 other sides to the paddle. So if you hit the right side of the paddle, then it's going to be a DX, where X is the issue, not Y, because it's going to bounce off the right-hand side of the paddle, and then make it sure it'll bounce off the bottom of the paddle. So I wouldn't do the loss of life thing. You should be able to let it bounce on the bottom and then bounce it on the bottom of the paddle like you did before. You understand what I'm saying? So what you need to do is detect if somehow you need to say if the ball was this is a top hit, right? And somehow you need to say if dy was above the paddle height, then it must be hit from the top. If it was on the left hand, if it was left of the paddle location, then it must have been on the left wall, that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's your homework, is to get it to where it'll actually bounce off all 4 sides of the paddle. All right. Just like it's doing now. So yeah, I'm sorry I have to kill this because I can't, but might have to deal with a cat tonight. In a bad way.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Okay, yeah. Anyways, I will keep you posted on the schedule. Hopefully, I don't think next week is going to be interrupted, but I'm hoping that you can get all 4-sided paddle working. We're going to get your code pushed to the repository. We're going to get Ryan's all synced up, and then we'll see what happens. It's going to then bouncing off the menu properly and all that kind of stuff.
Can push this real quick.
Yeah, so do a git push. It'll be a git repository push. Oh, you got to commit first. So commit your change. Sometimes they'll give you a thing you can talk, say, hey, added a ball. Yeah, ball. Bounces off up top. Okay, and then hit commit. But to get it to the server, you got to do it again. You got to right mouse button, click on it, and say SVN push. You got to push it. Not SVN, get repository.
I thought it was.
No. Oh yeah, remote push. There you go.
Which one? Just push?
Yeah, just push. Yeah. And then you're putting it on that server. Okay. That's it. Next. And then finished.
Okay.
There it is. Yeah,
Okay.
if you went over, if you went online, you found it. You would see it. Okay, well, I'm